Denmark has now closed its investigation into the pipeline blast, which was right off of Denmark, right? They've said they're closing their investigation. Authorities concluded the Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines that had been sabotaged in September 2022. Sorry, they concluded they've been sabotaged. Oh, you think? Well done, Danes. You realize that it was not just a strange explosion of 3 separate pipelines. They just all went kablooey. It was actually a case of contagious kablooey that went through the pipelines. You know, sometimes that kablooey gets loose. This is my Danish accent. All my accents are Southern American. Responsibility for the suspected. I'm always amazed when outlets like BBC have typos. It's like, really? Really? Largest news organization in the world, you can't have someone proofread a dumb article? Responsibility for the suspected sabotage is still unknown. Oh, is it? Is it unknown? Or is it the United States and you guys don't want to talk about it? Sweden also closed its investigation earlier this month, citing a lack of jurisdiction. It took them a year to decide that they don't have any reason to look into who blew up this pipeline. Germany, which was the country where the pipeline went to, so it was between Russia and Germany, Germany is still investigating the incident. Any day now, they're gonna get to the bottom of that. I've played for you clips of there's 1 or 2 people in German parliament who want this pipeline incident, the explosion of billions of dollars of German-Russian infrastructure, to actually be investigated. Those who actually stand up to get an investigator are getting pretty angry that for some odd reason, the German government is not really looking into it. But other than the proof that I brought to you, the articles from Seymour Hersh and others about the U.S. blowing up those pipelines, let's show a couple of clips that don't get old of the U.S. government. This one's from a congressperson. The next one is from a Joe Biden, from one of the Joe Bidens. And he's talking to Victoria Nuland, who you guys probably know was very pivotal in creating the Maidan coup in order to put Ukraine into American hands. And she was pivotal in creating this proxy war. And she's being asked about the Nord Stream pipeline and how to stop it, because we don't want Europe getting cheap Russian gas, right? That would hurt the United States. It would hurt the petrodollar. So the U.S. has to stop this pipeline. And here he is, according to his placard, his last name ends in Son. So whichever congressperson that is.
I can't think of a more powerful way to punish a Russian aggression than by rolling back what progress has been made and, if at all possible, prevent the Nord Stream 2 from ever being completed. Is that something that is being discussed with allies? Is that something that's being contemplated?
Absolutely. And as you recall from the July U.S.-German statement, that was very much in that statement that any moves, Russian aggression against Ukraine, would have a direct impact on the pipeline. And that is our expectation and the conversation that we're having.
These vague mentions of rolling back the pipeline. What does it mean to roll back $1 billion pipeline infrastructure project? How does one roll it back? And you can watch, he gets even more suggestive.
So again, direct impact is one thing, but I'm literally talking about rolling back.
He's basically like, do you understand what I mean? I'm trying not to say the words blow up. Rolling back
the pipeline. And I loosely define that, but I mean taking action that will prevent it from ever becoming operational.
I mean, he's basically he's saying blow it up. He's trying to say blow it up without saying blow it up.
I think if President Putin moves on Ukraine, our expectation is that the pipeline will be suspended.
I certainly hope the Senate Foreign Relations Committee would take up legislation to go beyond just suspending it, but from ending it permanently.
He's like, you said suspend it. I don't want to suspend. I want kablooey. I want big bang. I want loud bang. Dude, these people are so revolting.